Unc and Big Dog Chico.
It
And
is.
you know, we're going to do anything. We got to shout out safedsmith.com. The D Smith bringing in all your Allstate insurance needs. 303-343-3515. Y'all hit a one time for your home, your auto, your house, your girlfriend crib, your baby mama where she stay, your baby's mama's house, mama's. Wherever you need insurance, Chico, because shit happens in life. But when it happens, you can call on Denise Smith again at 303-343-3515 or hit her up at safedsmith.com. Tell Uncle Chico sent you.
Yes, sir. Uncle Chico, Sunday Night Live. Live and direct.
It's another Sunday night. Another Sunday night live with Unc and Big Dog Chico.
Turn your TVs on. Turn your phones on. Let's go. Another one. It's another one, baby. It's another one.
Another Sunday night live with Unc and Big Dog. With Unc and Big Dog. With Unc and Big Dog.
So get ready for it. At Fam, Memphis 10.
Another Sunday night live, Unc and Big Dog Chico.
Another Sunday night live with Unc and Big Dog Chico. I'm Big Dog Chico. That's your main man, Uncle Neely.
There he is.
Live and in effect. Look like he's in Boulder where it's colder.
Blaze one for that. Hold on now, Chico. Hold on.
He said Blaze one.
I was about to say Blaze one for the nation, but then you said look like he a Boulder. It ain't a damn thing about me look like I'm in Boulder. You just know I'm in Boulder.
I know you're not in Jackson because I don't know the background, but you know what I mean. I know you're in Boulder where it's colder. But before we get into all of that, we got to make sure everybody get in the chat, become a part of this, and join the conversation. You know what I mean? Sunday Night Live with Uncle Chico. Let us know where you're checking in from, as we will find out exactly where Uncle is checking in from. Y'all know where I'm checking in from. Well, I'm checking in from the middle of the ocean. You understand me? Pacific, that is.
Hey, Chico, one thing I love about our introduction to Uncle Chico Live, you in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
That's right.
If you're from West Jack in this Pacific Ocean, you're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, but you be coming with that Jamaican accent when you say it. I'll be like,
Island.
I mean, this joke is so confused. I mean, Chico, what's going on in Hawaii? Rasta! Like, hold on, dog.
That's before I came to Hawaii, but also you have this still an island, still island life. You still have Rasta. So I saw Rasta in Costco yesterday.
I'm looking at one right now.
You know what I mean? You're definitely looking at one right now. Rastafari, Ali Selassie the first. You know what I mean? It's a fake joke.
Chat, y'all know what to do. You come in, man. We got a poll up. Hit the poll. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe to both channels. Also, let us know where you're checking in from. Please. It's Uncle Chico Live on this beautiful Sunday night. Chico is right. I am back in Boulder. Everyone had to be back by 6 p.m. As far as I saw, made it. I was with McCarter Startmeyer. I was on my flight, man. Looking good, man. Looking good. This big year out of Carter this year, man.
I saw that on your Instagram page. You know, you were on your flight or on the flight to Boulder, then you get off, and at baggage claim you see big Carter Stockmeyer right there. You know, I'm sure you noticed him before or as you got onto the flight or whatever.
Yeah, this might be about our fifth time flying together without planning it, you know.
Because you're flying into Texas.
Yeah, I go to Dallas. He gets on in Dallas, so we and then a lot of times going home, we're on the same flight. So he looking good, man. You know, ankles fine, shoulders fine. Like this is going into a season for him, not only with experience, but high health as well. So
yeah,
be a good year for young Carter. Got two more years on his belt to go. So
and he flashed each of the 2 seasons we've seen him play. And now he having an opportunity now to get more playing time. It look like he'll be penciled in as that starter right now. At least looking forward as we can project that. So shout out to Carter Stockmeyer and everybody else who has reported back to Boulder,
And
you know,
dig
to
this,
get started.
Chico. Shout out, shout
Yeah.
out to shout out to Uncle. I mean not Uncle Chico. Shout out to Big Dog Chico. Let me say it again. Shout out
Okay.
to Big Dog Chico for kicking off that Prime Parent series. Because as I'm standing there talking to Carter, we chopping it up at Baggage Claim, and a lady was talking to us about Colorado football, and she was a fairly young lady, I guess, just by eye test, and he was saying yes, ma'am, to her. And
Mm.
she, oh, you don't have to say ma'am, but I can certainly tell you raised right and got good parents. I said, Big Dog Chico, Prime Parents coming back soon.
Definitely has great parents. If y'all want to check that out, just add on to that plug right there. Y'all type in Carter Stockmeyer, Prime Parents, and you can see an exclusive interview with his parents. Mom and dad get on there. Y'all can find out how Carter came up as a youngster and so on, which led him to be in the Colorado Buffalo right now playing with Coach Prime. So
And shout out to his
that
sister.
out.
She just graduated from Xavier down in New Orleans. She runs
Mm,
track. Yeah. And she just finished up based on the Instagram post I saw from the
yeah,
family. She just graduated.
definitely. So everybody else who's back in Boulder, we're at that time already, that time of year where all the new faces coming together to meet the guys who've been there.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's time for the team to start working together in the weight room and start to get to know each other and meshing together. It's that time of the year again now, and you're back in the middle of it. How's it been, just getting back there right now?
Tell you, man, it felt like just normal, but again, like seeing Carter, like all right, we back. Like how you
Yep.
see a coworker, see like all right, that's a reminder what we back here for. So first day is gonna be tomorrow, and I'll tell you what I'm really looking forward to, man, is that you got football years, Big Dog Chico, and you got calendar years.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be Coach Swayze's first calendar year. He
Mm.
wasn't there January 1st last year, December 31st last year. You
Right.
and so now you've gotten to see his strength and conditioning program in the spring. You're gonna get to see it in the summer. You're gonna get to see what happens with it in the fall for fall camp, etc. So I'm just looking forward to seeing his mechanics over the next 2.5, 3 weeks. Because we're coming back here June 1st, which is today. First summer session will be tomorrow, Monday, June 2nd, and the guys will be here about 3 weeks. Going through what's called summer one. Take a couple weeks off, then you come back for summer two in July. Take a little small break off, and then when you come back for July 26th, that's the start of a fall camp. So uh,
Yeah.
it's effectively here now. Football season. If you are a fan and follow the nuances of the game, football season is effectively here because the summer workouts go back to back, and that rolls right into fall camp.
Mm-hmm. Have plenty of different news out there we're going to get into later on in the show. Make sure we touch it. If you guys follow Colorado football on Facebook, Instagram, you guys will see new signees, new commitments, things of that nature, new additions to the offensive line once again. Bringing on other guys who have already to add on to the guys who have already committed and signed to Colorado, which have been an impressive group. A lot of starters on that offensive line and defensive line, former starters, should I say. So you're gonna have a lot of competition there and across the board for Colorado this season. And it's just getting started, like you said, this June 1st. So everybody should be excited about that. You got the camps coming up too,
Yep.
right? Elite camps. Let me see if I can pull up some of these camp images and
Pull
stuff
up
like
them
that.
camps, big dog. While he's pulling up the camps, y'all make sure you hit the like button. Y'all coming in. The likes need to be commensurate and equal to or greater than the number of people in the room. So hit them like buttons, hit the subscribe buttons, drop your location in the chat. Let us know where you're checking in from. Also got a poll up on who you think will win the NFL final. NFL, look at me talk about football again. The NBA
Yeah.
finals. Who will win the NBA finals? It is down to two small market teams, if you will, OKC and the Naptown Pacers.
Uh, I think I think well, I think I know where you're going to go on this pick right here. If we go ahead and get into it,
I've
because
been with the same horse the whole time.
yeah, the poll is right there with you. They're at 58% OKC Thunder. And I think y'all have reason to be at 58% OKC Thunder. 59% now, as I said that. So go ahead and make your case once again, Unc, if you want to go ahead and jump in on it right now.
Yeah, I just think, man, that a lot of people just didn't get to see what these guys did all year long. And, sometimes, man, basketball is like baseball. There's too many damn games, and a lot of folks don't start watching till after the All-Star break or when the playoff seeding is about to matter. But for me, top to bottom, I'm talking about since November, OKC has been one of the better and then the best team in the league. And more times than not, the best team in the league, wins the championship. The best team wins, 4 games. Sometimes the best team may lose on a Tuesday night in January, but when it comes down to what they call in the country good old fashioned nut cutting time, best team gonna win. And this team ain't no fluke, man. What they can do defensively, what they can do offensively, how they attack you in ways with sometimes 8 to 10 people playing in the game. It could be overwhelming. I do think the Pacers have this ability, unlike any other team, to score in spurts and create big
Mm-hmm.
leads. I'm sorry, in games, but I don't think OK's defense will allow that enough times for them to get 4 games. So I got still right with OKC. That's why I picked before this all started. I'm going to stay with them, man. I really thought that the Knicks were looking good in that game 6, and it looked like it was going to go 7. And then, like I said, like the Pacers just know how to. You look up, damn, they scored 15 points in like 2 minutes. Like, where'd that come from?
Mm-hmm.
And they just pull off from you. Here's one thing I think that aided the Knicks' demise, though, Chico. How many games do you have to win a series? 4.
4 or 4,
4.
depending on where you're coming from.
You do realize the Knicks had to win 5.
Why is that? Break us down.
Because keep in mind, fundamentally, other than the scoreboard, fundamentally and in your mind, they won game 1. They were up
You're
15
right.
with like 2 minutes to play.
Yeah.
And they lost that game. So you gave away 1 that you won, and now you got to win 4 more. So they turned it into a 5-win series. I don't know if anybody can beat nobody 5 times.
Yeah, I like that point right there. I was thinking about that too, because when you lose a game like that you had and you were supposed to win, it always kind of lingers with you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a drop pass if you're a wide receiver. I could put it to that, because you know you're gonna always remember that. I remember more of my drop passes than most of my catches. Is because I had
And
it
even though
right
you were
there. So,
98%.
and I'm 98%, so I remember those too.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, when you have it in your hand like that, and you fumble it basically, and you lose that game. Now, like you said, that's one you got to make up for, and it's essentially you got to win 5 games, and that's very tough to do. You spot on with that one. Huh?
And then when you consider this, you're playing high intensity, all on effort, essentially every other day. In the season, you have what has become known as load management. And not only is the intensity not as high, the frequency of one person playing these many minutes is not as high. And so when you look at from game 1 intensity to game 6 intensity, the Knicks legs just wore out on them too.
Yeah, man,
It's
they played
like
a lot of
because
minutes.
he's relying on the same 5 to 6 guys.
Right.
And I don't care if you're a professional athlete at that level. At some point, your thigh is gonna be like, "Hey, damn, man, I can't do no more."
And a lot of people give Tibbs bad rap for that, saying that he did that in the past. He only played this many players. But then I look at the Knicks bench and guys he could have played. I look at a guy like Precious Anchua, who was a former, I think he played with who's that? Toronto. And he was a key part of them. You know what I mean? He's a big man, big tough guy. And when I saw him sign with the Knicks in the offseason, or how he got there, whether it was trade, just want to be correct. I don't want Dukes come out of nowhere and get me. But however he was acquired, I was excited about that, because I felt like he was going to bring like that Charles Oakley style back to the Knicks. But when he's not playing, you can't provide that on the bench. So I was just wondering, why wasn't he playing? And then you got another couple of young guys that's on the Knicks bench, but at the same time, you don't have a lot of guys that you could turn to that's going to be consistent. So the Knicks do need to add a couple of other pieces, I think, in the offseason to really make them get over that hump. Because right now they were depending heavily on Cat and Bridges. I mean, and Cat and Brunson.
And man, what old big boy who looked like he shooting at the playground with a black and mild behind his ear. The other big that came in and played Sunday, like he with the headband.
Mitchell Robinson.
Robinson. Yeah, he had a hell of a game 6, man.
He did.
It wasn't his fault.
Yeah, he could play well sometimes. He just those guys are just.
But he reminded me of what you were speaking of. It's like when I saw what he did game 6. Why did Bam been on the bench, man?
Mm-hmm.
like.
Why is he on the bench though? Why are you not utilizing him?
If he give it that kind of production, somebody could be rested.
Right. So,
but I tell you, man, here's the key moment for me, Chico. You know, because a lot of folks in the chat, our fans out there who watch Uncle Chico live on Sunday nights, we appreciate your love. You know, Pacers gonna win this game. Pacers gonna win this game.
Mm-hmm.
So then the next issue becomes if the Pacers gonna win, who's gonna get the Larry Bird trophy for Eastern Conference Finals MVP?
Exactly.
And when they got ready to announce that thing, and Halliburton started walking forward.
They said it was like Drewski did in the All-Star game, in the Celebrity All-Star game, when he walked up, thought he won it. But this is way more serious, and Halliburton not winning it, but Siakam getting it. Now the question is, though, you know, of course, we feel like he is deserving.
Yeah,
but
I do. I got no problem with it.
Do you feel like if you compare their stats and you look at them, like, was it just a toss-up, and you not really? How do you feel about it?
I would say this: had they called Halliburton's name, I wouldn't have been mad.
There you go.
I wouldn't have said nothing like, "What the hell? That's Siakam trophy." And when they called Siakam name, I was like, I can't debate it. Like, because he was consistently doing what he did every game. Halliburton wasn't all 6 games.
Right. I can say this, and according to these stats right here, he 31-point performance in game 6, his third 30-point game of the series. That's huge right there. But Halliburton did have game 4, 32 points, 15 assists, 12 rebounds without committing a turnover. That was first time in NBA playoff history that someone did that. But then he had, what did he have the last game they lost in New York? He only took a couple of shots, like, in that game. So he was like non-existent in that game. So that, I think he kind of gave away that Eastern Conference MVP right there by not showing up in the game that they lost.
I can't argue that. I agree. I see Fat Don in the chat. Shout out Fat Don. I think I agree with Fat Don saying I think the consistency got it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that Siakam was just more consistent through this. I mean, and when I say consistent, he was big moments, big buckets, big rebounds, big hustles, you name it. Whereas Halliburton, he had some big games, and then he had that big game that set records, but he also, you know, faded sometimes, had gotten in foul trouble sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
So I wasn't mad. I really did think that Halliburton was going to win it. Like when I'm sitting on the couch, like, you don't get the Halliburton. But when they said Siakam name, I was like, oh no, that's right.
That's how it's supposed to go. And I was pretty surprised. But look, once again, series averages 24.8 points per game for Pascal Siakam, 21 points per game for Hallie, as they call him, Halliburton. 6 rebounds for Halliburton to 5 for Siakam. Here's the difference, though. 3 assists for Siakam, 10.5 assists for Tyrese Halliburton. So is that more valuable? That's debatable, people can say. Siakam did.
They're gonna go off points. They're gonna go off points. They're gonna go off point average. Yep.
24.5 or 24.8. That's 25 points basically. 50% from 3-point range. So yeah, he, like y'all say, he was more consistent, and those 3 30-point games.
And dog, I ain't say nothing because I was just gonna just let it slide.
What's that?
But that damn Siakam pirate picture you put up there with them on that ship, like,
I saw somebody put. I had to use that one. I said, "Damn, that's pretty clever right there." Talk about ways to use Chat GPT.
Look at me, I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now. That picture could have worked if they would have put the Pacers back there too. Like he's the captain of this ship now, Halliburton.
Yeah, right. But yeah.
But nah, I just think
Halliburton
it's so
showed
funny.
took a good step and a half forward to get that
He
trophy though.
did. He took
He
a
did
picture
that
right
neck
before
scratch like, oh shit.
his teammate even looked at him like,
Yeah,
"Damn,
like
what are you too, dog?"
you know, Joker hit that neck scratch and the head scratch.
Yeah,
Like
it's
something that
something
went
going
down.
on. Yes, indeed, man. Scoring is more valuable. Brooklyn driver said. I could debate that all day, but we ain't gonna get into that. I can say that those 10 assists are just like points too. He's responsible for those points, right? So we can go back and forth on that, but I think Siakam and what he provided, some of those stats, some of the things that he provided are not shown in stats. His defensive prowess.
But look,
You
that's
know
what
what
I'm
I
saying
mean?
too.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude has some big and some of the rebounds he got were not just rebounds. They were like, damn, we got to get this 50-50 ball right now.
Timely rebounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hustle rebound. Yes, indeed. So shout out to the Pacers, man. I take the Thunder too in a tough series versus the Pacers. The Pacers are about the best team that can match up with them in the East. But I did see, I need to look this up to get the right number, but if I'm not mistaken, the Thunder were 20-1 versus Eastern Conference teams.
Oh wow. Damn. How about
They beat
belt
the
the
brace off them guys.
ass? Belt the
So
ass.
hey man. We'll see. We'll be talking about more about the NBA finals, of course,
Yeah.
coming up on lunchtime, on the morning run, and on Uncle Chico Thursday night. We'll be keeping up with the series and giving our reactions. In the meantime, we will be talking about Colorado football
We back,
and
baby.
Buffs jersey selling, former Buffs, should I say. Shador Sanders and Travis Hunter at the top of that list. Of course, we already knew that. And if y'all didn't know, now you know. They're leading the NFL in jersey sales right now. Travis Hunter, Shador Sanders. Does that surprise you?
Not at
No.
all. Not at all. And it has and to the Cleveland Browns and to the Jacksonville Jaguars, it has nothing to do with you. Like they were gonna be top in sales. They could have went play for the Provine Rams in West Jackson, and they were gonna be top sales.
You ain't lying.
Straight up.
So
All right.
no surprise at all with that, man. That they were going to be top selling, and that's just that added value they bring to the team. It's much like when people were talking about Bronny James going to the Lakers. Hell, Lakers made their money back in then some just off jerseys when he signed with them. So same thing here. That them 12's gonna sell.
Ooh, them 12s gonna sell. That's elite right there, like the camp that's coming up. He's here.
What's the first one? First one is that
What's the first one?
I always call it the walk-on camp, but post-grad camp. There it is.
Post-grad camp. June 3rd.
Yeah.
Coming up right around the corner.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah. Let me tell you this, man. One thing about the camp, both of the camps this week, that post-grad camp and the elite camp, somebody's getting a scholarship offer. Somebody's going to join the team. Of course, this post-grad camp, they'll be
You must
joining.
knew I was coming to the camp, Unc. You already knew I was coming to the camp. You know I'm gonna get my scholarship.
We tell you all the time, Chico. We know you got availability. We don't know if you have any ability. So we looking for somebody
You
got
gotta
both.
say that the other way around, Coach. You gotta say the other way around.
Oh, no,
You know I have
we
ability. I might not be available though.
No, we checked the Bible school and then we checked UAB and they said you got a season left that you could play, but you only got a down left that you could play. So
left in my body. That's actually left in my body.
Yeah. No, NCAA say you good. You go a whole season. But it's just one rep. They said that 98% is now 2% on that ass cheek now. So we got to figure out that 2% roll. We with that 2% situation. Hey, but look, Chico, the 2%, that was probably about.
So you're saying I have a chance.
A 5% chance of success rate should do it to LeJohntay.
See?
So it happens. It's needed. Yeah.
The Dallas Mavericks just got the number 1 pick. What was their odds?
1.8.
1.8, dog.
You should probably 2% on that left butt cheek. And pick your moments.
Woo. That's funny, dog.
I'm
That's
saying
funny.
though. So
All
yeah,
right,
this
back to the
this
camp. Back to the camp.
this post grad camp. A lot of these guys you'll know because you got film on because they played ball and they've graduated and just looking for another opportunity, and they bring experience that can help you out. And then that elite camp, that's your guys that's still in high school, that are 11th and 12th graders that are advancing, and so you're gonna have somebody that's in the 11th and 12th grade to get an offer from Coach Prime on that day for sure too. And then next week you got 2 youth camps, back-to-back days, and then the women's camp, which has been pretty popular. Do that one in the evening time, and then the week after that, all the camps on the same day: alignment, trench camp, D-line, offensive line specialist camp. So next 21 days, no pun intended, there's gonna be a lot of buzz around campus because with all that taking place externally coming into the campus, internally the team is also going through strength and conditioning phase, and so
Mm-hmm.
busy times.
Busy times, man. Hey, I bet you that's a nice time to be on campus in Boulder right there. See all these things going on. The campus is gonna be live and jumping and a lot of stuff. People walking around going this way and that way, trying to get a glimpse of the team. I'm sure. So hey, get there. Y'all might get a glimpse of me catching some passes out. You know what? I might not do offense. I might go to defense and try to pass rush. You
I
feel
gotta
me?
be honest with you, Chico. That's your best bet.
That's the best bet.
That's your best bet. Your
Why
best
you say?
bet
Oh,
because I really
they
because I
have enough
really
tight ends. They have enough tight ends.
yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Yeah,
And
I'm
then
gonna tell
Tajay
you
McCord transferred. I can
that
come
now you
slide in
see
right there.
you already there you go. There you go. It's not an insult. I think switching right now, switching furthers the potential of your career.
Most definitely. Appreciate it. Offensive
Happens all
lineman.
the time, man.
Y'all see it right there. Just don't give up. Don't give up. Even when times get crucial. All right. We got some more stuff to talk about. Do we have Arlie and Chuck coming on tonight? I'm not sure.
Chuck said he is, and I think Arlie was gonna come when she could, when she got there.
So we have some for the culture coming in. Show the merch, Chico. With Chico. Okay, I got you. I got you. Well, listen. Tell them about the merch.
Let me tell you what I think they think happened. They didn't realize we was on Uncle Chico time. We said June 1st.
Oh, damn, it is June 1st. Well, guess
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
Guess
yeah.
what?
We said June 1st. We meant June, not like midnight June 1st. Not.
Like June.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
in there.
So like
Like,
Chico, when I left Jackson, I was on Central Time. I landed in Dallas, I was on Central Time. I landed in Boulder. I didn't have to do nothing. My phone just went Mountain Time.
mm-hmm.
I think that's what they thought was gonna happen with the merch when we said June 1st.
But guess what though, Unc?
It was just gone.
We have it. We have
Oh
it set up.
no,
We
it's
just got
straight.
to push go on it
Yeah, it's
when
straight.
it's
Matter
ready,
of fact,
ready.
Chico, like you
Be
always
transparent.
tell the chat, like we always transparent.
Mm-hmm.
What we wanted to do,
Be
there
real
was
with them.
some of the particular merch that we hadn't touched and felt the samples yet, and we didn't want y'all to get something that we wouldn't rock.
Exactly.
So we were like,
In other
hey,
words,
before we unleash all of it, we need this sent to us so we can feel it. Chico could make like his all-purpose rag, touch his face with it. Then, so I would say, like for real, Chico, like for real.
For real.
Probably like June 14th, June 15th. It'd be a
About
full
14,
launch.
15 days.
Yeah.
Because we had to take a knife, stick it in a package, take it out. What would you do? Put it in your mouth, put it around your teeth. You know what I mean? Make sure that thing is as pure as we thought it was gonna be. You know what I'm talking about? Can't put blue magic on there if it's not that blue magic.
Like we couldn't have not the so what we doing shirts with Chico face. It might feel like sandpaper. Who knows?
Right.
But the ones with the Uncle Chico logo of both our faces, like, no, we got to check it out. We got to make sure that ain't nobody stepping on the dope. Don't step on the dope. We want to sell it pure, uncut.
Mm-hmm. That's all. That's how we want to do it. So hold your horses. Give us a couple weeks.
When we had said June, it was almost like Chico on them push-ups. Like, are we gonna do them? But we not today do them.
It's gonna do them when we do them, and when we do them, that's when they're gonna get done. Because we did them. You see what I'm saying?
All that.
That's the only way they can get done if we
and
do
then the other byproduct of that too, chat, was again, we wanted to test the shipping and the speed and all that before y'all had to.
That's the real deal for real.
Yep, real
Just
deal
wanna
for
make
real.
sure.
Straight up.
Just wanna
Totally
make sure.
transparent. That's
Because
what
we were
had
ready
happened.
to go. Unc said, "No, dog, let's just make sure because we can't go back. We can always hold off.
Yeah, I
But we
appreciate you
can't
giving
go
me
back."
credit for it,
You know what I
Chico, but it was
mean?
still a group discussion, group decision.
It was. You know, I
But
get
I
an A on the
did
project
admit
too.
that I was like, man, when somebody get one of these shirts, our faces on is some bullshit, and
Yeah.
then we ain't even seen it ourselves. Like,
Let's see it ourselves.
yeah,
And you know, let them checks come in too. Everybody get y'all checks. Y'all go ahead and put some money aside and say this how we gonna support Uncle Chico. We're gonna get us our gear. We're gonna rock it. And once you rock it, what they gotta do? They need to take a picture, tag
yep.
us on Instagram, and let us see it.
Then we're gonna have all them fees on the show. Like I said, membership discounts coming when the season come, and there's themed games. Well before those games come, whether you're attending the game or watching it home on TV, we're gonna have merch that matches that. Like it's coming.
Straight up. Shadur would be in the Hall of Fame before Chico finished them push-ups.
Amen. and
I
even if
can't
you ain't
tell
first,
Duke's when to get
even if
him.
you ain't first ballot, like it
I
can
can't
buy
tell.
your weight.
I can't tell him when to get him. You know. Anyway, so what we doing? What we doing next is going to For the Culture with our main man, Professor Chuck Bishop. But before you do that,
Did you say Bishop?
no Bishop.
Mm,
Players mess up. Players mess up.
Bishop.
Bishop. Kind of like, anyways, y'all make sure y'all go
Hey, Derek Brown.
DSmith.com 303-344-33515.
Oh man, yeah, man. Shout out to Denise Smith, man. Hey, guess what, chat? I didn't see no guess what, so I'm just going to say it.
Tell him, huh?
Denise Smith finna rock with us all summer season long, man.
And it's going down in a major way. Yes, indeed. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and Denise Smith is your agent that you need to call each and every day, each and every night. 303-343-3515. Hit her up live and tell her that Uncle Chico sent you. You feel me? Let's go to For the Culture. Unc, you ready?
Let's do it, man. Let's bring in Dr. Booty Arm himself.
I see. Hold up, don't go there because I already said we're gonna let Chuck get through his deal. Let him give us this good information that he's coming with. He didn't send me no pictures beforehand, but that's fine. I know he forgot that, but we're gonna let Chuck get through this nice segment right.
My bad.
This is called.
Can I do it? Can I do it over?
Okay, do it over.
My bad. I didn't mean to say Professor Dr. Booty Arm. What I meant to say was Professor Charles Bishop. For the culture.
For the culture. Yes, I did. Professor Chuck, how you doing, Professor?
How you fellas doing tonight?
We're doing amazing.
I like that picture, Pascal Siakam, man. That was wild.
It was, like here's what I don't like about it, Chuck.
I'm
used to this. Had I done it, they've been all over my ass.
No,
Chico posted, nobody say a damn word. Racist ass shit, they ain't saying nothing.
Racist? First of all, I didn't make this one right here, guys. I didn't make this. I just saw this.
You posted it. Don't matter if you made it or
not. Here we go. We already delayed Professor Chuck. Chuck trying to get in and get out of here now.
Hey, man. I got a couple quick things for you guys. We'll start with baseball. Bethune-Cookman, they fell in the region.
Hold on, Chuck. Before you get started, I'm sorry. So Chuck. This is real deal, man.
My all-purpose rag.
If me and Chico gonna be serious, chat, y'all got to be serious. Stop all that. What's up, booty arm in the chat? Dr. Booty arm.
Stop and tell the chat they gotta be serious.
Stop that and let this man give his report. Go ahead, Chuck.
That's what we be laughing at half the time, right?
On behalf of the chat, I apologize on behalf of the chat, Chuck.
It be the chat.
Chat, whatever y'all do not type Dr. Booty arm. Do not. I can't say it. Chico can't say it. Y'all. Go ahead, Chuck.
Bethune-Cookman, man, they had a tough run in the regionals. They fell to Florida State, Northeastern, but it was a hell of a season for Bethune-Cookman Wildcats in terms of what they were able to get done. This was a 30-win ball club, but they failed in the regional. So we still see some upsets, though. Wright State knocked off Vanderbilt, so that was pretty huge. But Bethune-Cookman wasn't able to get through it, so we move on now, man. It is all systems go right now for track and field. You got some track and field athletes that are qualified for Eugene, Oregon to get to the regionals there. So you have quite a few HBCU names there. Too many to name tonight, but I wanted to give a shout out to all those athletes who did well this past weekend that are going to be performing in Eugene, Oregon. Got one for you, Neely.
What's that?
All right. EA Sports, College Football 26.
Yes.
A lot of chat right now about the HBCUs not being represented in EA Sports College Football 26. Another season where they don't have the HBCUs in it, but for me, they got team builder. I can pull my team, whatever I want to from there. But it's considered, it's created quite a bit of buzz in terms of HBCUs, but not being there.
Yeah, I think that I think we all should be creating enough buzz that makes them eventually give in and do it. But all this stuff is market driven. This is dollars driven. That's going to be predicated by who's actually buying the game, not bitching about the game.
Simple.
So, like, if you really want to do it, you really want to make it happen from your gaming account, from your gaming email, like, you need to say something. Saying something on Facebook and you ain't bit more in no EA Sports page, that is not moving the needle because it ain't moving their money.
Once again, you make a valid point, sir. Once again, you make a valid point.
And Derek Brown, I agree. Derek Brown says, Chuck, they should have you on NCAA 26 as announcer. Man, Chuck be getting his play-by-play on, man, and I agree with that. Be a good one.
I agree wholeheartedly. I will take that job in a heartbeat, so. I don't know what's going on in the chat, but Chico wide open over there.
Oh, there's a lot of booty arms going on. It's a lot. I don't know who would antagonize and fire up that base to say stuff like that, but
yeah,
a lot of booty arms scrolling by right now. And they listening, they commenting on NCAA and everything you're saying, but it's a lot of booty arms.
You got to be able to laugh at yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another bit of news. HBCU football.
Let me say this, Chuck. With the NCAA football game, also there are two coaches who are not on the game. Can y'all guess who and why?
I'm gonna guess one that I know personally is Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, and I'm gonna go North Carolina coach.
And the North Carolina coach.
Oh, Bill
Belichick.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'll say this, and for the chat, I didn't research this or anything. This is us having a conversation as us men do on this thing. You guys are just in on the conversation, which you can join in on it. But I'll say this. I remember back in the day when Charles Barkley wasn't on some of the basketball games back in the day, right?
Right.
I remember Michael Jordan not being on some of the games back in the day. It was Player 99. Remember that?
Yeah.
And now, you have this where Coach Prime and Coach Belichick is not on the game. And then if you look back last year, a lot of people bought the game and were playing the game, wanting to play and have the Coach Prime character on there. That was a big thing when the game first came out. Like, man, I wanted to play for Coach Prime. Who the hell is Coach X?
Got to pay for that likeness.
Got to pay for that likeness. Can Uncle Neely kind of give us some light on why he thinks? And like I said, we didn't talk about this beforehand. So if Uncle Neely want to tell me to go F myself and we don't want to talk about this, then he can. But whatever your thoughts are on this, why these guys are not on the game and stuff like that.
Well, I would tell you this, man. A lot of times in life, I'm gonna use a number like 200. You'll see 200 people offer something and 198 take it, and you mad at the two that didn't. The two that didn't got a different value system than everybody else. The two that didn't bring more to the table than everybody else. The two that didn't have invested more into themselves and their name, image, and their likeness and their brand than anybody else. And so I already knew Prime, and that's the reason I guess Belichick, because in my mind, either like a Belichick or like a Eddie George would be a coach out there, be like, no, you ain't gonna give me $150, have me on a video game.
Right.
Like,
So basically,
give me $150 every time somebody play as me on the video game in perpetuity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a big word for forever, Chico. So
I think I got that one, but it made me choke as I tried to digest it. But
yeah, and I think it's just as simple as that. That to some people, the excitement of being in the game, and I'm not thinking about that kind of thing. Yeah, man, whatever. Give me that $75, I'm good. But the other people's like, no, I'm just as good not being in it. Because one thing Deion Sanders knows, and I speak to him because I don't have a relationship with Bill Belichick, never shook his hand or talked to him. What has Coach Prime touched that didn't advance? Blenders, almonds,
check.
Shades.
the season tickets have sold out again.
Yeah.
Like, so if I put my name on this game and people know I'm in the game and y'all not finna break me off commensurate with how I advanced it, why would I do it?
Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, back in the day. Think about it.
Well,
Same thing, I would think.
Yeah. And when you recognize your value.
Yeah. And again, Chuck, no slight to the other people, but people's value systems are different,
Right.
and people's values are different.
And just be, outright with it. No one in college football is like Bill Belichick or Coach Prime in their own respectable way. No one is like it.
Do you think there's a player out there from a college standpoint that has that same gravitas?
Not at all.
Not currently, but it's coming.
There will be another Arch Manning.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Absolutely. Because somebody's gonna come into this thing and they're in. Let me tell you this, and Coach Prime and all of his geniusness stopped his class and said, like, Neela, that was a good one. When he was doing and still doing, Professor Prime here at CU, one of the nights I went as an adjunct professor with him, and I was talking about, having watched him navigate this marketing system and all that kind of stuff. And I said, man, y'all have to understand, y'all see the stuff he says yes to. Y'all don't see all the stuff on the floor he says no to. Because what controls the value of his yes is that he says no to people. If you say yes to everybody, you have no value.
It devalues you.
Yep. I don't care if it's dating. If you go out with everybody that asks you on a date, ain't nobody gonna want you. You gotta tell somebody no. And Belichick's and Primes have enough gravitas that when they tell people no, it actually increases the cost for the next yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great point.
Today's price is not today's price.
Coming in the future, there's going to be a high schooler coming into college space or a freshman that achieves a lot as a freshman, sophomore, that he is getting so much in NIL, like, no, y'all ain't got to put me in the game, not for that. Because what happened, Chuck, and Chico, you got to keep in mind, we've been 20 years without this thing.
Yeah.
So everybody wanted to be a part of game one.
Right.
So whereas you could have had a Travis who said no or demanded more, why would I do that for this inaugural game coming back and I'm going to be on the cover?
Great point.
5 years from now, when that sizzle is gone and everybody used to, man, you damn right somebody going to say no.
Yeah. It's a negotiation piece now. It's like, no, dog, I won the Heisman last year, or I did this last year. You got to pay me a little bit more than you paying my teammate. You feel what I'm saying?
And if you make him look too much like me, I'm going to sue you.
Damn.
Remember, NBA players did that when they didn't have their likenesses being done, but the video game was using their tattoos.
Wow.
And so they were able to say, man, this work of art that's on my body, I own. It's a copyright because it's on me and it's a one of a kind. So if you put that in your video game on somebody, that is reflectively me, you got to pay me.
It even went as far as the tattoo artists doing that. I think the most famous one was Mr. Cartoon from the West Coast.
Yep.
I think he tried to do the same thing. Hey, you using my art that I did in your video games.
Pay
me off some, dog.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
That's a good point.
Everything
That's a different way to look at it. Great point.
All right, Chuck.
Yeah, one other piece of news, mark your calendars, August 23rd, MEAC SWAC Challenge kickoff, North Carolina Central and the Southern Jaguars. They get a primetime slot on ABC. That'll be a 7:30 kickoff Eastern time on ABC, and that kicks off football season, August 23rd.
Week 0.
Week zero. So I know there's some Southern Jaguar fans, North Carolina Central Eagle fans sitting out there in the chat. That's your weekend.
That's good for them. 0 for some zeros.
All I do is toss it up for you. You just smack it out, don't you?
Hey, D Wade LeBron, just say, I got it. Just do this when you're going out of bounds. You know, I'm gonna hang on this thing. Don't get me started on them women from Monroe, Louisiana, Washington Parish.
Monroe, Louisiana.
Oh man! Let me give you this one. Tuskegee, and this is huge. Tuskegee football. They'll be playing their first game under lights this upcoming season. I believe that game is going to be in September. So Chico, I know you from down in those parts. You know, Tuskegee Stadium never had lights up until now, but this is a huge deal with regards to the Golden Tigers getting that night game. So,
and I'm clapping for the boosters and fundraisers, the athletic director who made that a priority and said, we understand history, we understand all that, but we have to advance this program in our facilities, and night games are a part of football. We're going to raise money, put lights up.
Nice.
You know, you and I, Chico, Chuck, we weren't alive when this happened, but that same fight occurred down in Baton Rouge with LSU. Like, they didn't have lights at Tiger Stadium, and they went through this big fight, and now it's known as Death Valley at night.
Yeah.
You know, that you don't want to play in Death Valley at night. So things change, man. Things had to advance. Shout out to Tuskegee for the fundraising they did and acknowledging that, hey, man, without facilities, you're not going to get these players.
That's what it is.
For real. And hey, Unc set it up like that because I was going to say that I remember when I was getting recruited by Tuskegee, I might have been one of those players that Unc talking about, but he's going to be like, nah, Chico, you weren't one of those players.
No, go ahead, Chico. Go ahead, Chico. No, for real, Chico, you were, though. You were one of those players.
It's all good. It's all good. But when they recruited me, and I was like, man, this is like the atmosphere was so nice down there, man. Everything about it was great, other than the facilities. And when they said that we don't have lights, when I was there, I was like, what?
Oh, I mean, do y'all understand you can't practice at night without lights?
I was like, well,
when daylight saving time kick in, like you can't practice.
I said they're not serious. You know, I said they're not serious. That's what I remember thinking back then. You know, so
what did they bring you down on a homecoming weekend? When did
I went down? It wasn't homecoming for the official visit when I went there, but I went back for a homecoming with a family member who had gone to Tuskegee, and he's a Noop. So man, I got to party with the Noops as a young Noop. You know, it was like they had me in training or something, or recruitment or something, right?
I was gonna let you stretch your recruit store. I didn't let you stretch that. Dog, I would go sit back and if they wanted to dine you and they really wanted you to side with them, I would go stay my mouth closed. I would go, but it went too damn far that Chuck. Like and bring it back in. That shit.
You think I could be a Noop? I can be a Noop.
I mean, you can be anything you put your mind to, but we recruit you. Like hey, there's this kid out of Selma High School.
I told you my cousin was one of the big guys down there. So,
your cousin might have wanted it, but we as in the group, as in all of us.
That homecoming was amazing, though. I'll never forget that. Shout out to all of the
but speaking of, man, you know, you talk about facilities, lights, and homecoming. I remember, and y'all will too, probably in the chat as well. When Rich Eisen and all those guys asked Deion Sanders, said, man, how did you get Travis Hunter Jack State? Said, bro,
homecoming.
And that will do it.
Brought the homecoming.
I have never been to a Jackson State homecoming, but I've been to the Tuskegee one, and I can imagine. I can only imagine.
Big recruitment tool, man.
Yeah, huge recruitment tool. So
Andre Walker, hold on, Chuck, because you gonna love this one. Andre Walker said Chico was about to say they had him a cane and everything. Andre, that's why I cut it off. That's why let me stop this lie. but he just go too damn far. And I had to hit it with the LeBron to J.R. Smith. Like, what are you doing?
Man, you cannot say that about no Nuke around no Nuke, boy. Do not play those games.
You know, they were kind of recruiting me to get.
They were recruiting. They was like, man, hey, I'm telling you, Chico, you come down here, now you be the man. Now you gonna come in with us, gonna da da da. I'm like, yeah, for real. I just don't like wearing red. I don't think red look good on me, dog. That was my only problem. You know, and then I can't wear no. I was like,
Chuck,
man, I ain't wearing no slacks every day, dog. I'm gonna have to be a different type of Nuke.
Chico got
to be a different type of Nuke.
Chico got a good friend, homeboy, own a business in New Orleans. We had him on the show. He a Tuskegee New from GE, Gamma Epsilon. We called it Lighthouse Chapter
Lighthouse.
GE.
Yeah.
Chico ain't mentioned none of this when he was on here. he mentioned none of this.
This was before I met. He's a little bit younger than me, so when I was getting recruited, he wasn't there. Wasn't there. That's all.
I didn't say why you didn't mention it. I just say you didn't mention it, and it's kind of profound to me that you didn't mention it when your guy was on.
See, that's why I didn't right there.
That's where you were leaning, huh, Chico?
No, I wouldn't lean. I said they were recruiting me the hardest. You know what I mean? That's all.
Wait, and even that sentence, Chuck. If we were recruiting him the hardest, that means somebody else was recruiting him too. We would just recruit him harder because hard is like comparison. So somebody else is in the mix. So now he's saying that he is a senior from Selma Junior Delinquency School, and the Sigmas and the Alphas and everybody else. Hey, man, let me talk to you, man. Come on.
I'm telling you, man. My coaches, my football coaches, were Omegas. My first cousins and second cousins were Kappas. So they used to be pulling me over here.
So much emphasis on the first syllable.
Kappas. Cousins. Go ahead, man. We're supposed to be here. We go again for the culture.
Hey,
I'm sorry, Chuck.
We're in the culture.
We are in the culture at least.
Yeah.
We also in the line, but that's cultural too.
Let's bring in Arlie Wood, man. If we don't, do we have more of the culture to go, Chuck?
No.
Oh, we good.
Yeah, we won't have Arlie in the back waiting. We got
don't let that lady wait.
Got the young lady waiting back here. You know what I mean?
Welcome to Arlie Wood.
Gotta treat her right.
Arlie Wood Entertainment. Arlie Michelle in the building.
Wanna be treated.
Hello, Arlie.
There she is.
I'm trying to. One of y'all got to see her. Okay, I'm trying. There we go. I don't know why I'm so big. Hold on, I'm gonna do like this. Okay, maybe that's gonna be it. And then I'm gonna do this. I don't like that.
We gotta wait for ladies to get dressed and get everything right in the car and stuff, right?
Because never mind. Good afternoon, evening, nighttime, all the people.
The driver said, "Here comes Little Fingers." That's right. She is joining us. She is live and direct. She got 10 of them, but they equal 1. Little Fingers is in the building. Arlie, I don't know if you could,
what's up, y'all?
I don't know if you could hear us in the green room.
I can.
You hear Chico lying about we recruited him like he was in high school. Like, did you hear this? Did you hear this bullshit?
He said, I believe everybody did want Chico. Chico was a hot commodity.
I ain't say all that, but I appreciate that, Arlie. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. You know, I'm just telling the truth. I'm just stating facts. You know,
he said they was coming for him.
They had me standing in the. I don't want to call it a Kappa house, but it was like a house full of Kappas. An apartment full of Kappas. You know, have you stand there.
That's that. But see, what you reading that is vouching and wanting you. That's like, hey, no, that's my man, Lil Cuz. He on the floor. He good. Step over him, baby. Come on.
Damn, I did sleep on the floor that night.
Ain't no doubt you step on the floor. Shit. You thought you was gonna sleep.
I was like, man, I'm not coming to college to sleep on the floor.
You was going full Ray J baby mode. I want to have sleep over with y'all.
Y'all, I just want to know, when did the animosity begin between?
There's no animosity.
None.
It's
okay,
all love. It's all love.
It's all love. If anything, it's like Lamont Fred.
Hey,
like we're gonna do each other's shit, but you know, you ain't finna mess with. Ain't nobody else finna mess with us.
Andre, thank you for the reminder. Thank you for. I believe I feel like I'm supposed to be Switzerland on this show to help. You know,
just be you, Arlie. Just be you.
I am me. Me is Switzerland.
You kind of got like the sexy librarian look going there with the glasses down on your nose.
Are you scared? Can you help me pick out a book today, Miss Librarian?
No.
That's how 11th grade Chico used to be.
You can't read.
Thank you. He need a pop-up book.
Right. Look at the pictures. What does the picture say? That's a dog.
Wally. Okay. Dog. All right. You've been working on
that. He reminded me that you came for me the last time I tried to help you out. I got an airman for himself on here and one man too. What's up, y'all? Ain't see y'all last week. It was my mama's birthday. Shout out to my mama. She turned 75. We had a big weekend of a birthday bash, and of course, being the female child, because I have a brother, but it was my responsibility to make sure everything went smoothly. So we had fun. So I couldn't get on there.
Happy birthday to Miss Mark down there in the ATL.
Yep. Birthday. Shout out to my mama.
So she leave for a birthday?
Huh? No, she did not.
She do what?
My mama clutches pearls when you start saying those kinds of things.
I should have slipped her edible.
Why are you talking about?
Because he's local and like a besa. Did you slip your mama edible for her birthday?
No, I'm saying I'm going to. Derek Brown said,
don't slip it, man. Don't slip it.
What did he say?
He said, Chuck, hold that chew with his tongue.
Well, go ahead and get you a drink. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Chuck.
I know, right?
Don't care what they say, Chuck. Get you a drink, man.
Y'all.
But did you?
Go ahead.
So your mom has taken the edible before or no?
No, my mama doesn't.
Don't slip it to her. Don't do that. Don't
Y'all
do
that.
Are not. Let her know.
Driver.
Let her know.
Chico, Arlie, Chuck. Excuse me 1 second. Because sometimes you just got to step in and deal with stuff. Brooklyn driver, you are not finna call that lady Mama Little Fingers.
When you want to say something.
Brooklyn driver, don't do that no more.
Don't call her what?
My mama
not call her Mama Little Fingers. That is not funny.
Mama Little Fingers.
Mama Little Fingers. That's funny. But my mama, you want her to have the right size fingers because she saves lives. She might have to go in and crack your chest open and pump. My mama's a physician, a retired physician, so you don't want her to have no little fingers. You want her to have the right size fingers.
I bet those fingers are good for braiding hair too, especially when your hair is not long enough to braid. Boy, those fingers get up in there.
Mine are fat though.
Okay,
the hell.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Chico was trying to go a whole nother angle, Arlie. He was trying
to make me braid his hair. He wanted to be on some R. Kelly. Braid my hair.
Braid my hair.
Sit between
y'all. Listen, we need to talk about a little entertainment. What really is not entertaining is actually very sad, y'all. We one of the major things that is happening in our life is almost as big like the OJ trial was back in the 90s. Is of course the Diddy trial. And so, have y'all been paying attention?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
I kind of stopped.
I know it started to get a bit much. We're talking about a lot of sex. It's a lot of sex, and I think my own personal opinion is that the prosecution has not necessarily proven their case to Rico. You have proven that he has some
Rico.
Some battery charges or some assault charges, but in terms of proving that this rises to the level of Rico racketeering and all that seems to be challenging. Of course, they still have time. They still have more witnesses to call. They're trying to use the arson of Kid Cudi's car, which he was last week, and now kidnapping of one of his assistants. She's saying she was using it as kidnapping when he, held her in a room and made her take a lie detector test because he thought she had stolen some expensive jewelry. You have to have two predicate previous acts to go into Rico, and those are two they're trying to look at. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think the defense has done a good job of painting the reasonable doubt in some of the arguments that they've made, going forward. What y'all think?
Examples of racketeering real quick: extortion, bribery, money laundering, drug trafficking, loan sharking, illegal gambling, human trafficking, and mafia-style operations. Let's just put that out there for you guys.
Thank you so much. So, and in terms of them talking about, it was, bringing the sex across state lines and all this stuff, not necessarily true because the young man they were calling the Punisher, who I think said had erectile dysfunction, which is interesting. How you're gonna be a Punisher if what you punch? Yeah. So he was from New York, so you're not going. He not.
No, chill out. Chill out.
I shall
Go
not.
ahead, Ollie.
I shan't.
You have a resident expert. You're supposed to. That's what you call him. He'll be like,
whatever.
Hey, got a happy wife with a happy life.
With the grenade sitting out, like the pin is already out.
He just be ready. Just
hold it.
I'm just gonna toss it over there.
People, the world knows, Unc as those of us who knew him,
the thought I had, I kept in my head. You feel me?
Did you?
How he gonna be called a Punisher if he has erectile?
Right, and that was my thought too. And so we
left it alone.
But he got to take it an extra step. Like, let's ask someone.
Habitual
how did you feel?
Let's ask someone who be punishing them. That's what I'm saying. Chuck be punishing them.
I thought you said he had erectile dysfunction.
I'm not saying I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying that you had
what's in your
two of the boxes checked. Ask him.
What's in your cup today?
I'm missing. I mean, I ain't been to the liquor store. I ain't got no water right now. Sure need something to drink.
Anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, I think he's drunk. Or he's on an edible. You on an edible?
Just water.
You on an edible? Is edibles in your water?
Got the liquid THC up in that thing. That's what it is. That liquid THC.
Real
in Colorado. As soon as he get to Colorado, hit that dispensary in his OV.
So, coming up on trial, we've had the testimony of the last couple of days of Mia, who was his assistant, explaining a lot of the behind the scenes. They gave immunity to one of the assistants. There was no need for immunity. He didn't tell us anything that was even important. So this trial is really quite interesting. It's also, reading transcripts as opposed to being able to kind of see it and feel it like we did for the OJ trial. And I think that's bothering a lot of people. Do y'all hate that y'all can't watch it?
Yeah. Kind of hate that part.
I probably would pay more attention if I could watch it myself and hear myself.
Yeah, I probably pay more attention if I could watch it.
But it's been kind of so repetitive as far as the reports coming out that I've kind of lost interest in it until it spikes back up with a new witness or something.
Very interesting. You said this is the equivalent of the OJ trial,
I think this is that trial for us from the 90s when we were all glued to the TV. We were watching, even from when the white Bronco took the whole long ride, and then we had the trial, and everybody knew that if it doesn't fit, you must have quit. I think we had watched it and we were all invested, and it became, divided behind racial lines. I don't think this trial is racially divided. There are those of us.
What's gonna be the tagline from this one? You had if it don't fit, you must have quit.
It was gonna be like,
if you don't flee, he gonna pee.
Right? No, slide. If you can't slide, you get a glide. I don't know. It's gonna have something to do with baby oil because it's all. They keep talking about it.
Did he do it? So I'll do this. Go ahead and act like this, because at this point, everybody had, their own thoughts about the OJ trial. People, like you said, it was pretty much divided. Let's go about it right now. We're the jury of the P. Diddy trial. Right now, we just deliberated, and we are gonna deliberated.
Okay, I was like, we liberated,
right?
Free?
I said deliberated. My bad.
Okay, I thought you said we liberated. I was like, we got free.
Deliberated. Sorry, but what are you guys' thoughts on this? Like, as far as are you gonna say guilty, not guilty? You're gonna acquit him? Time served? Where are you gonna go with it right now? From what you know, whether it's a little bit or a lot, where are you going with it? Chuck, you go first.
Oh, I knew I was gonna be. I would probably lean towards guilt.
Okay.
Just from the standpoint, just from what I've heard thus far, But I think Ollie, you brought up something that from the charges that are brought against him. I don't know if it's rising to the level of, definitively, where he's guilty on all charges. So,
am I next?
You're next, Miss Ollie.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty. And I say that because when you give me my jury instructions and you have to prove whatever there's always like in murder, you got 4 things you got to prove. It's intent, it's very specific. And when they give them, I don't know what those jury instructions will be, but I don't feel like the prosecution has proven RICO. Now there might be some other stuff they can go back and get, maybe some criminal charges against him. I think the statute of limitations is gone for that. But in terms of making like he's a RICO of one, like he's this criminal enterprise by himself, that seems like a stretch to me.
Yeah.
That was it.
Chico, the one man RICO. Okay, what you say, Uncle Neely?
It don't matter. Criminal charges got to be unanimous.
This ninja, he is not gonna say
that. My vote is now irrelevant because we already divided.
Your vote is not irrelevant.
Is now irrelevant. No matter which way I vote, we got a hung jury.
Got a hung jury.
Well, this is not about having a hung jury or not. You know, we don't care whether the jury is well endowed or not.
Neely voting guilty, and then Trump gonna free him anyway, so it don't damn matter.
There we go. Y'all heard that too.
The freak offs gonna continue.
Right. But what's also interesting is that when they talk about these freak offs, somebody mentioned this to me the other day, and I had not thought about it this way. You know, they've been talking about freak offs. I'm thinking orgies. I'm thinking
everybody was thinking something
in there.
And I think that's what the media wanted everybody to think the worst and the craziest stuff, because they kept saying unnamed celebrities will be named.
And so everybody
will we see? Did he have Beyonce? Did he have Jay-Z in there with him? Everybody's minds go everywhere now. You know, Hollywood being quiet, nobody's saying anything because they were at the freak offs with him. Man, this man had a freak off
with his
girlfriend, and he wanted
another dude.
And another dude is what it seems like.
Now, the issue
is, did he pay for them to travel across state lines and things of that nature? Did he spike their baby oil, water, liquor, or whatever with drugs without them knowing? Those are all charges, right? And that's what I think can get him locked up. And I think they're all putting all this stuff out there to show all the things that he has done and all the people that are involved with it, which can then, I think, in turn show that he's guilty of doing those two things. I think that he might be guilty of. Hopefully the man get to go home, but
I know that's what Ray J wants for him.
A super freaky guy.
That's what I say. Like, you don't, we all in his bedroom. It's some people, bless you. The fight, like fighting Cassie.
If I see you that shirt tomorrow, I'm on your ass.
But you on his ass anyway, Paul.
He gonna pull the neck, knees in the skirt, let it go like all that snot that
boy, if you was in a classroom with that dude right there, dog.
Hey, you can't get your work done.
You can't do nothing. All he worried about is I'm gonna be on your ass if you come to school with that shirt on tomorrow.
I just didn't get his homeroom because you already know.
Homeroom is the worst with this dude, man.
Look, if I see that shirt again this week, like I know you ain't one.
Neely the type of guy you walk in homeroom, he already sitting up in there, his desk in the back window. You walk in.
You ready?
He's like, damn, I can't never beat this dude to class. He comes
to get roasted, baby.
He stayed from the day before just so he could be ready.
No, you ain't coming here with them shoes on.
Right. Exactly.
I'm gonna crawl from under the desk where he been sleeping at. He ain't going nowhere. I'm right here, baby.
Eddie, what you want? And what he say all the time? I bet you quit. You quit before I will.
My favorite one used to be Chico. If me and somebody going back and forth, and they got a good couple on me, and the joker like Chuck laugh too loud. Oh, I know your ass ain't laughing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna switch it over here. I'm gonna get him. Oh boy, got jokes, but your ass, you should be laughing.
Oh, I know your ass ain't over here laughing.
I've been a recipient of a lot of jokes like that because I was laughing on the side. Oh, Chico, are you laughing?
Yeah, so you gonna be on the side. You gotta be quiet because you don't want to overlaugh.
I'm laughing.
Comments. Julian say you like your lipstick, girl. I'm assuming he's talking to you. You're the only girl with lipstick.
Julian.
Thank you. I just came from a friend's birthday celebration, so that's why I look like I'm the librarian. It's a long formal gown that I have on. She did a whole formal party.
You know, you could stand up and show the people.
I can't because I'm short.
Oh yeah, like
I'm not gonna
you.
So
you want people when you stand up, you stay the same height.
Damn.
Yeah.
She actually dropped down. So
Yeah.
Go drop out the camera.
Shut up.
Don't sit on that stool. Got your feet.
I joke and stand up and get shorter.
Because I'm in a high chair. Like a little kid, I'm in a high chair.
All your chairs got to be a high chair. So
when they do read the verdict, you think everybody's gonna pause like they did for the OJ trial?
I think so. We have gotten invested in this now.
Yeah.
Everybody has an opinion. It's even the president has been, and now 50 Cent, his trolling self. God, please don't ever let him
50
come for
been
us.
on his head, dog.
50 now 50 is trying to. He said he go into the president's office and tell him that Diddy said some bad things about him, and he might not want to pardon a person that don't think how it. I said, now your hating ass is out here trying to keep.
50 be doing too much, dog.
50
I mean,
y'all say I be type of 50 be. Come on, man.
50 the type of go snitch on somebody and say, "What, punk? What you gonna do about it?"
Right.
And look right
He's
at
trying
like,
to go
damn.
back and forth. Some months back, you know, when Big Meech was having a he was going back and forth with Big Meech. I was like, now I lived in Atlanta.
That was Little Meech when Little Meech said, "Oh, it's okay, we'll just do it next season." And 50 was coming like, "What next season?"
That's bad, dog. That's bad, man.
I mean, he is Petty LaBelle's big brother, Petty Pablo or something. I don't even know what to call him. He is oh my God,
LaBelle's big brother.
Jesus, he's so petty. But yeah, so he's now weighed in, and y'all saw Ray J weighed in, like free Diddy,
my
let
dog
this ride. You know, Ray J feeling. And what's interesting is a few months back, I can't tell you exactly which month. I think it was in November as well. Diddy's sons were going to get in a fight with Ray J. And Chris Brown, of all people, stopped the fight. Like, y'all chill, don't do this, whatever. And then Ray J gets on camera like next day or maybe a few days later talking about he never said who they was, tried to kill me. He had this whole video about it. And then Ray J gets on Piers Morgan the other day and talks about, you know, he was asking, Piers asked, well, if you know, who was it that tried to kill you? What is going on? He was just like, you know, yeah. He just talked in circles the whole time. You know, I figured out what it was. I stepped outside, but got back inside. So I'm stepping back out inside because I shouldn't have been outside. Like it was the craziest circular conversation. So yeah.
This man know how to keep his name in the headlines.
He does. And it's sad stuff. And isn't that terrible that he would want to do that? Like, why? I mean, and no matter how we come,
Diddy.
It don't matter, man. It ain't your place to go try to keep somebody. I want to see another brother go to prison. That's tacky as hell.
Yeah, I would say that too, but
that's terrible. He always got something to say.
I think it's a little bit. It's a little too far.
That's going over another level. You talking about somebody's livelihood? Well, I'm not gonna get to be out and see my children. Yeah,
right.
You know, the two daughters that just graduated high school, they're probably out. They might not be going to college, but
they had to go to prom or what was it, graduation or
prom and graduation without their mama and daddy. Because their mama got, and you know, of course, there's rumors that, you know, Diddy had something to do with all that, and I wouldn't be surprised, but I still don't think it's not my job to now go, hey, guess what? I don't think you should let him out. He get out and let it happen. What's gonna happen? Karma is a bitch. It's gonna take care of it itself anyway. Why you got to help the karma, 50? Why? So. Yeah, I just don't think if you have some relevant evidence that's going to help convict and prove a RICO statute, then perhaps yes, you need to do that. You can't withhold it. You know, these people that have signed NDAs are now they're like, well, how can I thought you signed an NDA, but you can't. An NDA will not keep you from testifying in court. If it's something criminal, you can't. The NDA ain't gonna save you or the person. Like you got to come in, even if it's as a hostile witness, you have to come. So. There are a couple of people who had signed NDAs, like the folks that worked for him and all that, and they're having to now testify. And people are up and out like, I can't believe I thought I signed an NDA. NDAs do not protect you from criminal activity. So all y'all out there making people sign NDAs and you gonna do criminal activity. Now having sex with multiple people, all that is not criminal activity unless they're underage, of course. That is not criminal. If they are of age, they are consenting, which is what has happened in this situation. That is not criminal activity.
Right.
But if
so
you
let that man go, leave him alone. Time served, or unless y'all want to give him a year for doing some stuff that, but y'all can't really give him time for stuff that's outside of what y'all trying to charge him for. So leave that man alone. Let that man go have his freaking his parties. There's gonna be other people out there. Once he gets off, they're gonna say, "Oh shoot, I'm gonna have my own version of these freak offs." You know what I'm saying? So they waiting on it.
People having that stuff right now, and that's what they hope. I think they're kind
of. Why your camera, Chuck?
What happened?
I think.
I just started to see it was a freak off taking the place behind you. She said.
These people having freak offs right now. Chuck and Booty Arm is having a freak off. And little.
Your Hispanic loan keeper might be back there.
Andale vato.
In other news, y'all have heard that it's rumored that Offset is trying to make Cardi B pay him spousal support.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
Wait a minute now. For what? Why he can't pay her no spousal support?
Okay,
I thought she had the most money.
Yeah.
Don't matter who got the most, does it? Shouldn't there be some? If you cheated on me, if I can prove, in Georgia, in the state of Georgia, if you can prove adultery and infidelity, if you can prove it, then you have to pay spousal support. So, or you can't. If you're the person who did it, you're not gonna be able to get spousal support because you were. She wasn't cheating. He said she was. I think he's making it up so that he can, bolster his story. She was pregnant and popped out with a baby. Now, not that you can't have sex while you're pregnant, but that's real nasty to do it with other people. It ain't their baby, and you let somebody else poke your baby in the head.
Well, you're not gonna get pregnant.
There's factual. That is factual.
Point. To me, that'd be the best way. Not that I've done it. I'm just saying, like if you.
It sounds like something you know.
It seemed like that'd be, the time to do it.
I think that's damn near.
She clean.
That's damn near. Lord have mercy. I just heard it all right there. Go ahead, Arlie.
No, I thought she made the most. So why do men can't get on the winning side sometimes?
But I don't understand why he needs spousal support. If we both are working and making money, why do I need to pay you?
Because we were together and now we're not together, and one of us gonna get some spousal support around here, and it's gonna be Offset.
So
it's gonna be me.
What they say when it's on the women's side is he made more. He was the reason we had this lifestyle. I need the support to continue the lifestyle. Well, I'm flipping it. If she was making more and the reason they had this lifestyle, he needs help keeping that lifestyle.
But she's not the reason they had the lifestyle. They had the lifestyle because of both of their salaries, I'm sure. Offset he just went and tricked off. I ain't giving you nothing. Now that I think of it, I ain't giving you nothing, man. Because you just went over to some foreign land and tricked off a whole lot of money at the mall with some BITCH. So now I ain't giving you no spouse.
You on a boat twerking. And you on a boat twerking with Stefan. I'm not gonna go into that right there. But.
No, Chico. Back me up, Chico.
Hey,
that man.
But I didn't go spend no money on no chick.
What?
He went and took
a girl. You spend the money on the dude or something. Listen, man. Listen, you doing your thing. So come on.
I'm Offset.
I don't agree with it personally.
I just think that's
but I don't know their relationship.
He need to tuck his balls at this point. Just tuck your balls, Offset.
Tuck my balls.
If that's what you're doing. Not you, Offset. Tuck your balls. I need something.
Thinking about it. I'm not tucking my balls.
Help me get that check. I tuck him. I won't cut him, but I tuck him. Give me the check.
No, dog.
Then once that check clear, I'm gonna untuck. I'm gonna let him hang.
I gotta let my balls.
They ain't gonna be hanging. You got this.
I'm gonna take your money to Thailand.
Balls go one way, Johnson.
And pay for. He gonna be like Mary J. Blige's ex-husband, using her money to make him. Pay for his.
But if it was the other way around, and she was using his money,
nobody say it was the other way around.
It wouldn't be a problem now.
Did you see all the face when I was like, hell yeah, go Offset? Like she got mad.
It wouldn't be a problem now.
I just think they both make significant amounts of money, and
how you know what he makes?
How you know what she made?
You're assuming. You're guessing.
And they don't even have to split it 3 ways no more. They splitting it 2 ways between Offset.
Pick your punches up now. Little punch. Pick your punches up.
Well, I'm saying he doesn't even have to split the money the same way when they had the Migos. It's only 2 Migos now. Maybe rest in peace, take off.
Chico,
I didn't think she said that. You said that for real.
Rest in peace, take off. No.
Come on, now. That was
I know he has to split it with his estate, but still.
But he was doing more individually, I think, solo than anything at that time anyway.
Because Tank and Quavo
had theirs together. Yeah, but
we still
still,
making large
her
sums of
money
money.
is like this, and this is why we was living like this. I was living at her house. It was her mansion, although people thought that it was ours. Now it was hers. So I want to keep that lifestyle up as her former husband. She's making this paper. Matter of fact, she's all online out here tweaking and twerking with a dude that's been allegedly giving out pink candy like Puff Daddy been having, pink Puff Daddy candy. And now you want me to be just a normal regular dad while you out here doing this? No, dog, you about to pay me what you need to pay me.
That's terrible.
Absolutely, Chico.
And
you ain't gonna make me feel less of a man because I'm asking for it.
Tuck your balls. Chuck, you ain't saying nothing.
Not at all.
Hey, I'm
y'all don't be tucking y'all cap when y'all get paid. Why we got
it's already tucked?
I want my money, Cardi B.
No. How much? What do you think how long should she have to pay him spousal support?
The same amount of time he would have had to pay her.
I get tired of getting it, I guess. Yeah.
I think as long as you're gonna be out here twerking with old boy. And
what does me twerking with this dude got to do with you getting my money?
The same amount of reasoning has to do with you getting mad at me for doing whatever I'm doing with old girl.
Hell yeah, Chico. Stand up to it.
You went and spent money on this shit. I'm not about to give you spousal support. You go take care of some girl.
I went and spent money. How you know what I went and spent? What you talking about?
It was all over the news. Look it up.
Look what's all over the news now then. Look how the tables have turned.
This stuff be about maintaining lifestyles.
I know.
And all I'm saying is, allegedly, if you're going to say I was out there cheating, I got to be to maintain that level of flossing. Like you can't like
you ain't about to floss with my. You can't.
And then what if I wasn't cheating? What if you don't have any proof of me cheating and you didn't put that out there? Now you saying now you got the world thinking I'm a cheater. I was trying to be a good man. You know, I'm speaking for Offset, guys.
Yeah,
you know
free Offset, man. Free that guy. He need that money.
Who knows? You know, that man probably been a good man. He wake up and he see you out here twerking. On a boy.
You just took the girl wherever you took her. Then I twerked.
I took out the country is what you said, right? Did you say I took out the country?
The girl out the country and then you took her on a massive
that sounds like I was trying to be responsible and respectful, don't it?
What's in her face? You could have took us.
I wasn't doing it in her face. I could have did it right there in her face, but I took her out the country trying to be respectful.
Chico, I like that.
I like it, man. Give my money, man.
Give me my money.
Give
me my money.
I'm with look.
Like I said, personally, I would have done it, but I understand. That's all I'm saying. And then again, I can't say what I would have done because I never had
NDA, Chico, NDA.
I've never been with Cardi B. Say that. That's a true statement. That's a fact. That can't get me anything wrong. So
Me too, male movement. That's hilarious.
I want my money.
Chico stopped fast. He was like, and I've never.
Chico.
Well,
I'm with Offset, Chico.
Huh?
I'm with Offset.
Offset.
I'm with Offset.
Y'all is off dick.
I'm with what's right.
That ain't right.
What's right. And if he feel like, you know, this, I'm with what's right, because it wouldn't be no issues if it was the other way around. That's all I'm saying.
Those are facts. Yeah.
They be like, you get him, Cardi, and she write a damn song about how she got it and how she out here getting Birkin bags with it. And he bought this bag and talking cash shit. If I was Offset, man, get that bread and drop a mixtape.
Let me see if I can play something right quick. I saw something just today that would be a great discussion for that topic.
Adrian Crook said, I'm gonna buy your friend a purse with your money.
That's a miss, and that's what he probably gonna do. Mess with somebody, he go.
Hey man, give Adrian Crook the horn sound, man.
Hey Crook, you got one in on that one.
You know what I'm talking about, man. I'm gonna buy your friend first. Yo, money.
He ain't lying.
Did y'all see that Ja Rule's daughter got married over the past weekend? I didn't get to tell y'all about it last week. His beautiful daughter, Brittany. I think that's her name. I might have it all wrong, child. But she got married. And what's funny to me about it, this is a more lighthearted story. I would have assumed that they had like a whole dance routine made. Because when my son gets married, we're going to have a whole up. We putting out some music. We have a choreographed number. They just kind of 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. And I was very surprised by that because I just knew Ja Rule being a, whatever you about my baby. He would have had like a routine or something. I was disappointed. That's all. But anyway, congratulations to his daughter. Beautiful
Congratulations
thing.
to Offset on getting that check.
Ooh. I hope they don't. I hope they
I might not pray for a P. Diddy department. I'm gonna pray for Offset to get that check.
No. No. That's all I'm gonna say. I got no's. I do want to move to this while we're in couple news. I want to say, y'all heard about Remy Ma and Papoose? It's like they rap battling each other at this point. They going back and forth. Back. They on there, Leah.
Back, forth and forth.
You say Papoose, not Papoose though.
Papoose.
Yeah, say Papoose for me.
Pap.
I just want the street cred to be, relevant.
I want to say Pap.
I don't want you to put up on the box, be like, hey, has anybody seen Papoose? And then they take your purse, because they know you ain't from around there.
Chico talking ish, swallowing spit. Easy. Don't do it, Chico. I won't do it.
And then they whole beef is like over like him messing with the boxer lady, right?
That's part of it. But now Papoose is coming out saying that he wrote 90% of her rhymes. Like if you look at my phone, you'll see that I have emails that I sent it to her. I can pull up anything. You can put in one word. See, I wrote 90% of her rhymes. So let me give you a little history of them. She went and did a bid and he stayed committed to her while she was in jail. I think she did 8 years. Yeah, I think she did 8 years. 8 years in prison after being convicted of assault and criminal possession of a weapon for shooting Makita Barnes Joseph. The two rap lovebirds got married over the phone while Remy was incarcerated. Then she served 6 years at Bedford Hills Correctional Facility. Papoose stood by her side, right? Okay. So then I don't know what happened, but she is allegedly dating, or I think she finally came out and said she's dating this dude, Eric from the Block. That's not what his name is.
Easy Block Captain. He's a battle rapper.
A battle rapper. Thank you. I was like, it's Easy something. But anyway, he's dating her. And Papoose is dating the boxing lady. And so now the world is trying to make Remy Ma, they're like putting bets. If you got the boxer, Clarissa Shields, or Remy Ma, who you got? Because Remy come from the streets, but ain't nothing like a 1-2 combination. Ain't got nothing to do. Man. I know, ain't nothing to do with like a 1-2 combination. So I hate to see like they coming for each other. They going live. They're telling all the tea. They spilling it everywhere. It's hot tea.
Yeah, hopefully they get a hold on that, man, and act their age. 45. I think Remy just had a birthday. 45 and Papoose 47. They don't need to be on here spilling beans. I think Remy Ma had a problem with some things that Clarissa Shields said on the Breakfast Club, which wasn't even. She didn't say her name or she didn't specifically say anything that was aimed at her, but she took it that away. And Remy Ma came out and said some things. Papoose responded. Hopefully, though, that's the end of it, dog, because
I don't think so.
Let them go on and be a great couple like they are. Clarissa Shields and Papoose. Mm-hmm. She's 30 and he's 47. Is that an issue?
Has she even made it to 30 yet?
Yeah, she's 30.
I thought she was 29. When Willie first started dating, she was still in her 20s. He has a daughter that's pretty much her age. I think he has a daughter that's like 2-3 years younger than her. So that's interesting to me. Whenever I see men that are dating people close to their children's age, it's always like our boy, the coach Belichick with the 24-year-old. Like, his kids are older than her. He got grandchildren her age. So
what I've seen also though is that young lady is bringing some good stuff to his life as far as taking care of his business, expanding his brand, expanding his brand like business wise. I think is what she's been doing, whether good or bad or overbearing or not. I think that's what she's providing from what I've seen.
Does he really need help with his brand? Everybody knows.
I would think so. He just want to be a football coach. Let her go do all this new age stuff. I don't know nothing about them damn TikTok. I need to be on TikTok. Okay, well you film it then, but I'm not doing.
He's a legend in coaching. He doesn't need branding support. Like people don't follow him. He's going to get mentioned and followed regardless, especially with him coming from the pros to the collegiate level. He doesn't need branding support from some 24-year-old nobody.
No. I look at it like this. I look at it like this. I look at it the same way. Look at Coach Prime and look at all the people around him and what they bring and provide, right? And then you have a guy like Coach Belichick who has his own accomplishments and Super Bowl wins and things that he can stand on and things, appearances he can make, books he can do, products he can sell, all these type of things. But like, who's around him helping him with that? I think that's what she provides, just like maybe a Constance does with Smack Entertainment does for Coach Prime, business management, things of that nature, open up other opportunities for him, things that he might not see directly, but that way he can concentrate on doing what he does to make him Coach Prime.
So you think he needs a 24-year-old young lady to do that? You just talking, you use Coach Prime. He has a company that does it. Or people.
Maybe Belichick didn't have access or didn't the know with all to get with the company like that, or wasn't even interested until this young lady opened his eyes to it, right? And they're talking about it.
She opened it,
right. And so when those eyes are open, whether it's at 3 a.m., 2 a.m., whatever time that is, and she says, you need this, you need that, which is some stuff that I'm sure he might not even understand or care about. What do you think he's gonna say?
Yeah.
Well, hell, go handle it.
Well, when you got my body parts,
I'm gonna coach football.
Do whatever. I'm gonna say yes to everything you ask.
Well, there you go. That's another. There you go.
Shoot,
I didn't even have to go there. You went there.
Getting down with the get down over there. That's what's convincing him to do stuff.
Why you mad at Bill? What Bill do to you?
I just think that girl is a baby and he have to be shamed. Don't nobody talk about that. That girl is 50 years younger than him.
Ain't nobody talking about. We talking about. Why you mad at Bill? What Bill do?
Because Bill, he was dating that nice lady that was 20 years younger than him, not the one that's 50 years younger than him.
She probably wasn't doing. Who knows what she was providing. She probably wanted. Yeah, or she probably wanted to argue or something about some peanut butter and jelly something. Bill ain't got time for that. Bill said, "I want to coach football, and I want to coach football, and that's it." And the young lady came and said, "Listen, Bill, you can coach football, but you need this around you. I can do this. This could bring in money. All we got to do is film it and post it."
One, Chico, I love how you not only make up people nicknames, you also make up.
I give them voices. Yeah. I think she's a little Southern girl.
I will say this. Offset, if you listen, I'm with you. Bill, if you listen, I'm with you.
There you go.
I quit.
Arlie.
I quit.
Arlie, I think you came into the wrong room tonight, Arlie, with the wrong top pot.
Oh my God.
I'm with you. Bill did nothing wrong. Offset they did nothing wrong.
I will say this.
How Offset wrong for asking?
Right.
You might get it.
Absolutely. That's the wrong part. I shouldn't have to pay him if we both making lots of money. We doing tours. We all doing the same. We got the same job. Why I got to pay you more?
Yeah, but your money more than my money.
Yes.
I don't think her money more than his money.
No. You're not hearing me. I got $5. You got $5. That's equal when it's separate. But your $5 will make me have 10. That's more money. I want yours.
Crazy.
At least 2 of your 5.
Carlton Webb, boo for you.
You remember on what movie was that when he said, yeah, but I want to spend your money.
Man, that's the American way, spending other people's money. Like, I don't
you got money, yeah, but I want to spend your money.
I'll tell you, Offset, don't give up. Keep the fight, Offset.
I will say this. The only thing Bill Belichick did wrong was go against the unctivities rule. And Duval is the leader of the unctivities out there. And he said, if she under 24, it's a no. Other than that, Bill Belichick, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
And I say back to Duval, whoever that rule, they don't stay under 24. They just be patient.
If they under 24, they can grow.
There you go, Chico. There you go. Like,
he was there reading Rainbow for real tonight. Oh Lord!
I got you reading Rainbow, Arlie. Shout out to LeVar Burton. I try to play that for my kids, and they be like, "Man, who is this guy? He don't look like the same guy." That mother coming with a thick mustache one day, a beard the next day, a goatee the next day, a clean face the next day.
Okay, hold on, Chico. Sometimes we got to address stuff in the chat. We just can't let it go unsaid. Man, King of the Throne, you went too far now.
We finna go.
You went too far now, Chico. Now the standard got to be more than that King of the Throne.
Yes, indeed. Chuck, it's time to go, Chuck. You ready?
I'm ready.
It's time to go. Yeah, Chuck ready. Have some, hey man, everybody out there, y'all have a drink for me tonight. Okay. Cheers and toast to all 4 of us on this screen right here. for Arlie Wood, for Professor Chuck, and for the badass Uncle Neely. It is yours truly.
Show it to us one time, Chuck, before we get out of here. Show it to us one time.
Show what? Oh.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Right there, that elbow and that bicep. Well, put it back, Chico.
Man, Chuck, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, y'all stupid.
Sorry, Chuck.
Chat, what is
that's your friend, Chuck. That's your friend, Chuck.
Yeah, with friends like that, who needs enemies, huh?
I mean,
I just like the way that thing fold right there, Chuck. No pause.
He said no pause. Unbelievable. BBL booty. BBL.
We need a theme song. I'm gonna come up with a theme song for mine. My little fingers. I'm just gonna embrace it because the more you fight it, Chuck, the more they come at you. So you just need to embrace it.
Absolutely.
And then when I tell them not to do it, they do more of it. I don't know what more I can do.
Chuck, you need to just come in with an intro.
I tell them don't do it, and then they do it.
And just start make your booty arm twerk, and then smack that thing one time. You're gonna be gold now. All right. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, comment. I'm gonna go watch Lilo and Stitch with the youngins. You know what I mean?
Like it'd be amazing how it's time for us to get in bed. You taking the kids to the movies.
Right. We fighting.
Crazy.
And I know I'm gonna go to sleep. I agree with you, Salty Vet. That Chuck do got the speedium on, but he sneezed it, and I think it's gonna scratch him if he don't get out of soon when that snot dry. We're gonna cut his nipples. Like that rag Chico be used to get dried up and be stuck like this. Do you wipe your face with it and scratch it?
Better embrace it.
Just
hey Chuck, you ever had a towel? and you know it was hung up nice and you thought it was everything fine, but as soon as that water hit it, all that essence come out of it. And it be
like damn.
Oh, that's sour towel. It was sour.
Sour towel. The best ones is when
the towels will be hung in the lodge. Yeah.
The Reverend fold his towel up like this right here, and he dabbed the corners of his mouth like this. And he continues with his sermon,
like you be doing.
Fold that thing, put it right here in that chest pocket right there. That's right.
Butler.
Hey chat, y'all act about the merch.
My South Georgia, South Alabama.
We gotta add an all-purpose rag to the merch. So
and it's coming. It's coming. We're gonna have.
You're gonna be able to order your. So what we doing rag is gonna have Chico face on it, and it's all-purpose. Do as you will with it.
All-purpose rag. We just wanna know what we doing.
Yeah, what we doing with the rag.
With this rag.
Everything. My Uncle Junior had one he kept in his back pocket. He did every damn thing with it. Sneeze in it, wipe his sweat, clean his hands off before he eat.
Goon rags.
and we'll cuss you out if they had like a red or a blue one, and it got a young kid want to ask him, why your rag red? Boy, you don't get away from me, boy. Talk about a damn blue or red.
Oh yeah, that can be dangerous in certain places. That can be dangerous.
Yeah, not for Unc. Not for a real Unc.
No,
Uncle cuss you out. Come around here, talk about some damn gang, boy. Portia
Yvette Harrison, she's down for the rag. She said, as long as it don't smell like Chico, they're gonna buy it. No, it's not gonna have essence of Chico on it.
You know y'all will be buying it. We're gonna have to put a disclaimer on that. This is no essence of Chico on this rag. Got to put your own.
Problem if we sell it and they buy it, your ass gonna be sitting next to Diddy because it went across state lines.
Somebody gonna take it.
Trump will get me out.
The rag that resold.
Somebody gonna buy that rag. Watch. A lot of them rag. You got yours on order already, Arlie? Tell them, Arlie, you got yours first, right, Arlie? You're gonna support your dog, right, Arlie? That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate it. You ain't gotta say it out loud. Just do.
And the beauty of it, Arlie, like with his face on it, like when you wash your face, his face like it be facing out, right? And like in the mirror, you can see him if you can see it. But then when you like wash your ass with it, you can
turn it around. You can turn it around and work.
And kiss my ass.
Yeah, he's still.
Yes, the only towel where you can make someone kiss your behind. If you want Chico to kiss your behind, get the all-purpose towel. kiss your behind, wash your car, clean your house, your cabinets,
Dab your
dishes,
lips.
everything. Dab your lips for the reverends
Yeah.
out there.
And we are not responsible for fever blisters after you dab your lips.
That's fun.
Mean. Just mean. Just
Not
mean.
just Chico, I'm just saying, I ain't want nobody to come after, Denise Smith, all y'all in State Farm, and I ain't want to come at like that. Like, we ain't got to do with the fever blisters now. That's y'all see Chico directly.
It gotta be Chico's face and his arms like this.
Man, let me go, man. Let me go do what I'm supposed to be doing, man. Y'all crazy.
Hey, don't forget we got the morning run coming in the morning. It'll actually be morning for me because I'm in Boulder, so I'll be on campus 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Deuce and Scoopy will be with us for the morning run. Might have some coaches pop up, some players pop up. Who knows? We back in Boulder. And, the usual rest of this week. Tuesday, lunchtime with Chico.
Mm-hmm.
Morning run. Thursday, nighttime with Chico. All that. Camp updates, footage from the camps. We back.
Awesome.
Yeah, we back, boy. We back. All right. F plus Chico, whatever that means.
Oh, he gave you
y'all know what to do.
A grade.
Oh, that's a grade?
I guess.
All right, well, whatever it is.
Chico,
Unc just gave y'all the rundown.
Stitch, although it's based in Hawaii, I want you to understand it's not based on a true story. So don't get
get
emotional.
Okay,
it didn't actually happen.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's not a reenactment.
No. Can't be telling me stuff.
Chico,
like
you
that.
gonna probably cry at Chico and Stitch, Lilo and Stitch.
Probably.
That's Chico and Stitch.
Hey, you just made up a whole new show.
Which one is Stitch and which one Lilo?
Lilo is the girl. Stitch is the alien.
Oh, okay. All right. So I
said,
know when I'm walking in. I'm dead serious. I think I've seen some of it before, but
All right, Chico, go take your kids see Lilo and Stitch. We see y'all chat tomorrow.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you and good night. We're gonna be up and about this thing. This is gonna be the coldest outro you ever seen in your life. You feel me? Peace in the Middle East. Yeah. Yes, sir. Unc and Chico, Sunday Night Live.
It's another Sunday night. It's another Sunday night. Another Sunday night live with Unc and Big Dog Chico.
It's another one.
Yeah, y'all.
It's another one, baby.
Yeah, y'all.
It's another one.
Another Sunday night live with Unc and Big Dog. With Unc and Big Dog. With Unc and Big Dog.
So get ready for it.
Another Sunday night live. Unc and Big Dog Chico.
The coldest show on the internet for anybody who has parents born before 1982.
Why 82? How does it make you? Thank you.
Huh?
I'm trying to read the comments.
6:48 p.m. Time to go. I'm supposed to be leaving at 7. I'm behind.
Oh, 10-4.
10-4.
How you behind and it's 6:48 and you leaving at 7?
I got stuff to do.
He got stuff to do?
Man, wipe your face with that rag and go on to that movie.
That's what you would do. That's not what I'm going to do. About to take me a couple shots, too. I go up in here.
Yeah, you sneaking some chicken in the movie.
I'm just playing. Actually, I'm going to eat before I go up in there.
That's smart. In the next 12 minutes?
Yep. Have a burrito ready. Wrap that thing up. Eat it on the way. Be good to go.
That sounds smart. Because food, go to the movies and you're going to pay $1,200 for a bag of popcorn and a drink.
He ain't lying. Ain't that wild?
It is. I'm like, what y'all put on this popcorn? And I got to buy the dude sitting next to me. I said, "Oh, are they giving it?" It was for the special thing, and I said, "Are they giving out popcorn?" He was like, "No, it was $10." I said, "For the popcorn? Oh, hell no! I will not have popcorn."
Chico, before you go, that's a great question from Juline. Is there a ghetto in Hawaii?
Hell yeah! It's what you guys are doing. I'm gonna, if you guys check it out, I've been doing reactions. Now I'm back doing my reactions. I just did a couple on how it's made. I did what did I do? Ice cream sandwiches and Oreos, right? And I just said today that I was gonna do the stuff that's on YouTube about the hoods in Hawaii, because a lot of people don't realize there are hoods in Hawaii. So y'all can check that out. Y'all type in hoods in Hawaii or Bloods or Crips in Hawaii. You'll see it.
Oh,
And yeah, no lie.
I'm very sad to know that.
And yeah, a lot of people think it's just beaches and palm trees, but no, they got projects here. Low income housing. Absolutely.
Damn, low income housing in Hawaii. Damn.
Absolutely. People are getting priced out here, man, because
it can't be no more expensive than it was when I went out there many years ago.
The most expensive state in the United States, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. It's high.
So
gas higher out there, everything.
Yeah. And then it ain't like you can walk off.
No,
and you can, yeah, exactly.
you get mad in Tennessee, you can walk to Arkansas.
You can drive over to Alabama.
You can walk to Georgia. You get mad in Hawaii, you ain't walking no damn well, but to Hawaii.
You hear?
Damn.
Exactly, man. So yeah, just different little mindset about certain things, you know. Yep.
Hey, shout out to Denise Smith, State Farm, 303-343-3515. Hit her up at Safe D Smith. That's not Safety, T-Y. It's safe with a D. SafeDSmith.com. All your insurance needs.
Yes, indeed. Please do that.
Chico live. And she hit Chico up, said, I'm back. So she's going to stay with us. And in spite of Chuck and all his foolishness, she want to stay with us.
Yep. She said we appreciate what you do and how you're running up her numbers on social media and all those things like that. People are noticing her and seeing what she does and ringing her phone lines and everything like that. And so that's what she wanted. And that's exactly what she's getting, and she appreciates it. We appreciate her.
Hey, shout out to Charles Muhammad. No, we're not having technical difficulties. The show is done. This is like the Marvel movie when we just don't go nowhere because we don't want to leave y'all. So
yeah, you still sitting into the movie theaters.
Yeah, you just happen to come in at the end. So like rewind. But hold on, don't rewind yet because we still here.
Rewind.
Not yet. Not yet. Because we not going nowhere.
You just hearing
you know you're gonna be late.
I'm gonna be late.
Yeah, you just said it's 6:40. It's 6:52 now. You got 8 minutes.
Right, and I'm
speaking of that, Arlie, it took me so long to explain to Chico that with the time zones, you go by the hour, not the minute hands, and he could like he'd be like, so it's 10:35 here. What is it there? Like 8:38? Like Chico.
No, stop it.
He lied. Y'all don't believe that. Don't y'all believe that?
It's just the hour, Chico. You don't adjust a bit.
It's just all the same.
All right, Chico, enjoy the movie with your kids, man, and relive Stitch. Chuck, all appreciate you dropping through chat. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget on the way out, hit that like button, subscribe to both channels, turn the notification bells on. And when you're lonely, you don't have to be alone. Just hold your arm and create a booty arm and look down at it and smile.
If anybody's lonely.
If anybody's lonely.
Hey. Well, I know some women at home.
Booty arm. It's like a lucky charm. All you gotta do is make the crease and get a piece of your booty arm.
Oh.
Julian said, can he get a story, Unc? I know you're trying to get me up out of here, but I'm gonna let you tell your story while
we gotta get you up out of there. We gotta get you up out of there.
I'm getting right.
Yeah, we get you up out of there. Hey, Julian, we got it for you Tuesday lunch. All
right. There it is. All right.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Be good, everybody.
It's gonna be a story about either Chuck or Arlie in their absence. They won't be to defend themselves. I'm gonna tell a story about one of them.
I hope it's a good one. Can people send me money? Can you send me Zelles? Will people feel bad for me and send me money afterwards? That would be great.
Chuck, you don't need no enemy.
What?
You hear me, Chuck? Chuck, you don't need no enemy, Chuck.
I know, right?
That's
Mr.
right.
B, you can't say good night to nobody else. You ain't say good night to Chico or Chuck or me. Just night, Arlie.
Night, Arlie.
All right, then.
Night, Mr. B.
Okay. We out of there.
Hope you have pleasant
dreams.
dreams.
Brother Muhammad.
Have mercy.
Mr. B for bean pie.
All right, we out.
Y'all.
He said, "But he's y'all. You be shoot."